Hello Commanders and welcome to another episode of Crusader Kings 3, a Game of Thrones mod playing as Lord Belaevion, the Battle Master Belaerys. And last episode we have declared war on the Iron Throne. A lot of people in the comments do not like this plan of action, but mind you, the war has yet to begin. It's not over. We still might survive. The chances are bleak. We might not win. But hey, we're going to do it anyways, and we're going to try. You know? So, one update since last time. Victorious, I married off to a Shayla, who's 19, a Blade Master, and close to being a legendary Blade Master, so I wanted to marry him off. Yes, she is not a Valyrian at all. She's a Trios Hard Talari, but honestly, with these kind of skills, 22 prowess, 13, I was like, there could be no better person. So we're going for that. Our son doesn't really know that we are his father, even though everyone else does. So we'll have to figure that out eventually. But the first and foremost, the number one thing we got to do is figure out this war. We're still feuding with House Latebloom. King Commander could be reinstated. We could create an accolade. Yes, we shall eventually. But nevertheless, we do need to increase control in Orangewood. So I think we're going to do that real quick before we begin. Manage domain. Increase control. Orangewood. Yes. Good Lord Daemon. Viperion, you do that. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone thinks that it's the end of the series, but I don't think so. I don't think so. We might be able to achieve this. So let us plop on this little province here. It's going to take 6 months. We're going to use a dragon. We're going to burn the keep down. 59 days, and then we'll have to probably take off immediately after the siege. Maybe we can... Oh.
This is not okay.
24,000 troops. We're going to win this battle. We unlocked our martial lifestyle perk. I think we're going to go for the number of captains. And hopefully they could get here in time. They probably won't. All right, the first battle of the war. King Jaehaerys himself. Come on. Yeah. Visenya has been murdered. Oh, the gods, how could you do this to Visenya? If I have sinned, why did you not punish me instead? She was blameless, my perfect daughter. Life had so much in store for her. She did not deserve this. We are going to critical stress. Your spy master is coming to me with discovery. She is certain that my courtier Nerissa is planning to kill Lady Alora. Let this traitor be known to all. Maruzon passes on, was incinerated by King Jaehaerys, the conciliator of the Iron Throne's dragon, in a dragon duel on the 15th moon, 110 AC. Small folk and high lords would exhale sighs of relief at the news that the dragon Maruzon has died. Poor Maruzon. Her wings will no longer inspire fear when spotted amongst the clouds, nor will her jaws steal livestock, or her dragon flame turn generations to ash upon the battlefield. Though there are some that may weep, most seem relieved that such a dragon. Visenya has died. Her dragon, the beast Maruzon, is now without the guidance of her rider. Yeah, it's dead. All right, can we still win this? We have positive 334. Daemon was slain by Daemon. Oh. See, we never got to do this before. And Calagon and I fly over Mermaid Rocks. Already having touched a dozen of King Jaehaerys' men beneath our flames, against the sky, though, I see a more dangerous foe. The younger dragon Vermithor, smaller than my own, and Calagon, with King Jaehaerys sitting astride him. Though I know Jaehaerys to be a lesser fighter than I, up here, that will not help me. No, this conflict will come down to the strength of our dragons, and how we can best use that to our advantage. I seem to have spotted Jaehaerys and Vermithor first, and so now I must consider, do I begin the dance of dragons? Let's get them in Calagon. We have to avenge our daughter, who Vermithor just wiped out. We will attempt to engage Vermithor in a duel. I think we're going to be addicted to Milk of the Poppy. I see Vermithor dive just below my strike, forcing Calagon and I to turn hard. The sounds of battle of Mermaid's Rock raging are drowned in the wind as we bank around back towards our foe. I turn just in time to see Vermithor bathe another group of our troops in flame, and when a kick of my heels, I order Calagon to close the distance. A dance is afoot. Vermithor retreated, flying into the crowds. For a few seconds, I could not place them, which is when they struck, landing a bite on Calagon's flank. We'll rip them to pieces if they approach us. You opt for a highly defensive posture trying to minimize damage. I think that's what we'll do. We'll rip them to pieces. Our wings tucked in, we repelled each bite and claw, the sound of snapping teeth reverberating in the air. Vermithor let out a bout of flame in frustration. King Jaehaerys' dragon breathed a torrent of flame, forcing us to meet it with our own. To our shame, ours slowly lost, and Calagon singed her wings, buffeting the flames back. And Calagon and I are wounded, blood dripping to the ground beneath, while Vermithor and King Jaehaerys seem no worse for wear. King Jaehaerys seems confident, and I fear we are far from victory. Let them wear themselves out. Come in, Calagon, fight like a man. Because of our martial skill. So you call upon your years of combat experience to direct Calagon as you would a soldier. With a commanding cry, we coordinated each attack with precision. Our foe had no answer for our relentless assault. King Jaehaerys and Vermithor came in close, executing a claw strike and quick bite on Calagon before trying to burn me in dragon flame. And Calagon and I are wounded, blood dripping. King Jaehaerys seems confident, and I fear we are far from victory. Our flames will cook them alive. Let them wear themselves out. Retreat, regroup. You tactically retreat to assess the situation. No increase to your success chance. Our flames will cook them alive. I think we should probably retreat and regroup. We're a little wounded. Or you engage the enemy front on and with full force of your fire. We are blinded by rage and gangrene. I think we're going to try to cook them alive. Our flames intertwine in a deadly dance, but ours came out stronger, searing through Vermithor's and scorching their wings. They tested our flanks, ranking Calagon's side and forcing us to spin in the sky to avoid exposing ourselves. A probing move, no doubt. And Calagon and I are wounded, blood dripping to the ground. King Jaehaerys seems confident. I think we're going to try to rip them to pieces if they approach us. We'll take another defensive stance, or our flames will cook them alive again. I think we're going to try to cook them alive again.
Oh, wow!
With a roar and a rush of heat, I feel Calagon sweep away all opposition. Her open gullet spout a single giant plume of flame towards Vermithor and King Jaehaerys. Too close to avoid, too large to block. With a rush of satisfaction mirroring the rush of wind consumed by the conflagration. I see Vermithor and King Jaehaerys incinerated by Calagon. I've got you. King Jaehaerys and Vermithor are both incinerated by Calagon. Vermithor passes away incinerated by Calagon. Confirm. Succession to the throne. King Aemon ascends the throne. King Jaehaerys was incinerated in a dragon duel. Death of a dragon rider. Yes, we do know that. Well, we still are probably going to lose this battle. Unfortunately. I don't think we can escape. Empty council position. Valyrian did unfortunately go down. Let's take a look at this. We lost 1,088. We've killed 5,036. Let's look at the details. Our captains did really well. 1,500. 1,000 for the levies. 1,000 for the dragon scouts. Dragon hunters, 686. Our captains, Ashela, 352 kills. Valyrian died, unfortunately, slain by Lord Laren, the Bloody Bat of Strongbox. We'll take a look at that in a second, but she got 225 kills before going down. Lord Willem, 213. Lord Daemon, Valyrian, unfortunately passed. He still has Lady Elena Valyrian to carry on the name. Lady Alora, 190. Carolai, unfortunately passed by Lord Elbert, the Black Falcon of the Vale. 178 kills. Master Daenerys, 167. And unfortunately, Visenya was incinerated by King Jaehaerys with 7 kills before he took her out. Let's take a look at the events. Valyrian was slain by the bloody bat of the cave. Captain Lord Daemon was slain by Daemon. This Daemon. That's funny. Well, it actually sucks for Daemon Viperion, but Caroline was slain by Lord Elbert, the Black Falcon of the Vale, unfortunately. So that was a rough first battle. 19,000 troops. Oh, they're going to come at us again, aren't they? We're still 1 dragon strong. They still have a few dragons under their belt. Who's the leader? Who's their leader? Lord Olawar. I believe the main king left. Aemon. We do need to fill out this council. Alright, we'll take a look at that in a second. Oh my goodness gracious. Let's point a new... Alright, we'll read this first. Amidst the chaos that engulfs the hills of Horseshoe Rock, I attempt to catch my bearings. Across the field, I spot Allura desperately fighting. Westerosi light horsemen are slowly surrounding her, her exhaustion only too clear. The glint of a spear suddenly catches my eye, and I watch as Lord Quentin Rosby, vassal of King Aemon, delivers the vicious death blow. I should not have let her go, not like this. Quentin is a dead man. We're going to become rivals with him. Sway scheme ends with Allura, unfortunately. Yeah, we'll read that in a second. We're going to have another dragon battle. How is Encalagon doing, actually, before we look into all that? Encalagon is feeling fine, lightly wounded. Not a big deal. But we're going to put a new marshal, and it's going to be Aegon Merntis. So now we have another sky ambush on Caraxes and Aemon. I am burning the forces of King Aemon to ashes as the Battle of Horseshoe Rock rages below me. When a second gout of flame bursts through the sky, I feel Encalagon dive from under me, hot wind rushing past my face, only narrowly avoiding the torrent of flame which soars above my head. Looking up, I see the dragon Caraxes fly over me with surprising speed, his rider, King Aemon, glaring down at me with murderous intent from over his saddle. He wants the fight. Jaehaerys killed our daughter. We killed Jaehaerys. His son goes after me. He wants a fight. Then he will have one. Encalagon and I dive lower, the Battle of Horseshoe Rock raging just meters beneath us before we bank around towards the sky, bathing another group of enemy troops in flame as we do so. Across the now smoking field, I see Aemon astride Caraxes, roaring loudly as they charge directly towards us. A kick of my heel spurs Encalagon's wing, and the dance is afoot. I think we're going to try to go for our flames will cook them alive. Or every move calculated, every strike precise. A meticulous, well-practiced assault with no room for errors. All right. We circled tightly, claws raking and teeth sinking from Surgeon's precision, leaving a torrent of flame just barely missing King Aemon on his saddle. King Aemon and Caraxes come in close, executing a claw strike and a quick bite on Encalagon before trying to burn me in dragon flame. Encalagon and I are wounded, blood dripping to the ground beneath, while Caraxes and King Aemon are bleeding noticeably. Things are going well, but it's still either of our sky to win. I think our flames will cook them alive. Oh shit. We're overwhelmed by stress again? Our flames intertwine in a deadly dance, but ours came out stronger, searing through Caraxes and scorching their wings. Aemon tried to shake our resolve with jeers and insults, and through their provocations are a futile effort up here. The incessant noise seems to have gotten to Encalagon. You know what? I think what we're gonna do... Come, Encalagon, fight like a man! With a commanding cry, we coordinated each attack with precision. Our foe had no answers for our relentless assault. King Aemon and Caraxes moved expertly through the sky, forcing us to never relax and constantly be on the move. They are surely nearly over, with King Aemon nearly falling from the sky. We'll rip them to pieces if they approach us. Victory! My plan works. King Aemon never saw it coming. 1 second, Encalagon and I are looking vulnerable, and Caraxes goes in for the kill. The next, Encalagon has whipped over Caraxes' shoulder and around his neck towards the exposed rider behind. Encalagon's great maw opens up and over King Aemon, devouring him. The dragon should be easy now. Caraxes quickly falls to the second strike from Encalagon. Caraxes has perished, was killed by you. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why does it keep playing? Caraxes has died. His wings will no longer inspire fear when spotted. King Aemon has died. Now King Maelor, Targaryen of the Iron Throne, ascends to the throne. We are dying. We're at death's door. Maelor Targaryen has been proclaimed the rightful ruler of the Seven Kingdoms. Death of a dragon and a dragon rider incinerated by Encalagon. Mental break, torrential grief. The pain is too far. I might need something to numb it. I think we're going to get into the Milk of Poppy stupor in the middle of a battle. So we have lost this war. We have another defeat, 2,329, only 715 of them, the slaughter at Horseshoe's Rock. Yet, Eschella, 118, Lord Willem, damn. A curse undone. Twists and turns of fate have been invented. My gods knows that the cursed day of Master Briar of Shriek's Harbor. Today, however, the curse has been lifted. We lost another stress from him. Let's make sure we do not press play this time. Lord Willem, 58. Lord Danis, 39. Lady Alora, unfortunately, got 9 kills before she perished, unfortunately. Events, Lady Alora was killed by Lord Quentin. We are now his rival, which we are going to pin him and go after him eventually. We are still alive, but very, very little. We got Gangrene. We're wounded. We have a dragon horn, which gave us a little bit of a negative health boost. We are no longer married. We cannot raise our soldiers. We have been absolutely wiped. We're negative 95. Can we white peace this? Can we surrender? If we surrender... looks like my wife's home, so the dogs are barking. King Maelor keeps the contested title. All factions against you increase their discontent. You pay 315 to King Maelor. I think we will. You spent 350 gold. Faction targeted you. So that's it. Yeah, we'll surrender. The war will be lost. So in the end of that war, we have killed 2 dragons while they killed 1. We killed Vermithor. Yes. Let me read this. Blessings upon you and your house. Your ill-conceived war was doomed from the start. I agree to put an end to your folly and accept your surrender. So we have lost the war, unfortunately. No major losses. They're about to siege us down, but they're about to leave. Yeah, get out of here. So heir is unmarried. His wife, Visenya, has perished. So unfortunately, Visenya died by incinerated by King Jaehaerys the Conciliator. With it, her dragon Maruzond perished along with her. King Jaehaerys, though, King Jaehaerys was incinerated by us, leaving Vermithor riderless, which then we incinerated him. And then after that, King Aemon, only a king for less than a day, he came to fight us, and he lost as well, dying to Encalagon and our fury. We are 46 years of age. We have no wives anymore. We lost the war, unfortunately, but we are still alive and kicking. We need to lick our wounds and get back out there. We still need a new army, which we can get. Let's see how Encalagon's doing real quick. He is excellent. Tyrannical Leviathan, a tamed dragon, and he's only lightly wounded. 2 major dragon fights. See this? Now, if Valyrian came at us, that would have been a different story. We still have 1 more dragon, Placidusax, brand new dragon under Aramoris, our heir. So we're going to continue on our dragon riding with them. Hopefully, Encalagon can lay more eggs. I'd hope so, but I think we should probably find another wife. So let's go for age difference. Let's go for Valyrian. Let's go for high Valyrian, negative. Let's go for Asasi Valyrian, negative. Let's go for Westerosi Valyrian. There are a few. There's 4, and they're all 44 years of age. Actually, let's take this off. That's probably my issue. They're all too old. So Province of Silverhorse with Daenerys of Silverhorse. Rhaena of Gaiman's Tower. She's high Valyrian. Ooh, Naerys of Old Sourkeep. She is quick. Or we can marry our granddaughter. I don't think we will. She's 12, though. But we still might be able to have some kids with her, if possible. So quick is definitely pure-blooded as well as beautiful. Will all be attributed to her once she comes of age, as long as we don't die before she comes of age. So we're going to do that. That's going to be our daughter with Old Sourkeep, which is a province, I believe, within our land. Yes, Old Sourkeep right over here. So she is a Valyrian. We could become an adventurer. We could conduct a terror campaign. I don't think we need to. Lord Corlys is hosting a grand tournament. We're not going to attend that. We need to lick our wounds and stay here as best as we can. Aramoris needs a wife as well. So he could marry Daenerys of Silverhorse. Does he have any kids? Yes, he does. He has 2 daughters and a son to Visenya. But I think you should marry Reyna of Gaiman's Tower. Where's Gaiman's Tower located? That's all the way up here in, oh, that's on Dragonstone. Very cool. Very cool. So before we actually marry him off, let's take a look at the new king, King Maelor Targaryen of the Iron Throne. He is now the ruler. And let me see the 7 kingdoms of the Iron Throne. So next it passes from King Maelor to King Aegor to Queen Aelyrys, and Malakwo Penemian. So who are you? Rhaenys and Marlako Penemian's daughter. And wow, Rhaenys was killed by Sheepstealer. I think I remember that from a previous episode, but she was killed by Sheepstealer. His grandparent was King Aemond. And he still has a few other daughters, Prince Vela and Shera. His wife was Jocelyn, the Silent Stag Baratheon of the Stormlands. So Jaehaerys was killed as well. I wonder if she likes us a little less. Expose my secret, yeah. No, she doesn't. She doesn't care much for her father. That's lore accurate. She has a lot of kids, and one of her kids is the leader of Dorne. Very, very cool. We barely survived that battle. This was not the end. Only a couple dragons lost. Maruzon, unfortunately, we did lose. Burned. A noble dragon, too. Alliance is formed. My handsome liege, I gladly accept your betrothal, so absolutely, we're gonna go ahead and accept that. Heir is still unmarried. I think we're gonna go with, how old are you, 27? Why don't you go with her? Daenerys of Silverhorse. It's another Valyrian. I like to keep the Valyrians, so we're gonna accept that proposal. Marry the first one we can get. Activity available, grand tournament. I think the first thing we're gonna do, of course, is go to activities and host a funeral for both of our daughters. Well, one for one daughter and the other for the other. I think we're going to host it in Lemonwood. The deceased is going to be Viserra first. Mourn. Caravan Master, I don't think we need to. Ashala could be a good Caravan Master. We'll appoint her. And this will be no cost, and I think we're going to go for major piety gain, major legitimacy gain, and major stress loss. 53 gold, an extravagant funeral. Lemonwood is to be Viserra's final resting place, and I'm left alone to gather my thoughts and prepare for the arrival of the honored mourners. I'll never forget her. 25 prestige. Alliance with Silverhorse. To the handsome Belaevion, I gladly accept your marriage proposal. Your son and heir, Aramoris, and my daughter Daenerys will be joined in holy matrimony. May the maiden bless their union. Excellent. So it looks like everybody is mourning. Lady Visenya of Old Sour Keep. 46 days. Yeah, that was a rough war. A lot of you in the comments were expecting the war to go... And Calagon recovered. Good. Man, this black screen over the dragons scares the living daylights out of me. But Ancalagon fully recovered, so she is doing great. She is the most terrifying dragon. Now, Belaevion, I believe, left during the second battle. I believe he did. And Caraxes, I'm glad we fought Caraxes and Vermithor. Those are the two dragons I wasn't too worried about. It was Belaevion and Vhagar that I was worried about. My lord, I was able to fetch a secret Amelia tries to hold in your court, and that's Victorious. Amelia, who's Amelia? I do not care. I do not care. We gained a favor hooked on Miria. I and the other mourners take a reprieve from our grief to enjoy a great bounty of food. Master Miles, usually the lifeblood of any feast, now sits across from my misty-eyed with an untouched goblet at his side. How can we make ourselves fat and merry in times like these? Are we to satisfy our hedonistic desires while Viserra has none? Join me, empty your goblets in libation. The guests seem to agree. There is wisdom in Miles' oafish lamentation. Join in the offering. A round of drinks for all. We'll gain a lot of legitimacy. I think we'll just join in the offering. I will remember her my own way, so we'll gain extra piety. I don't think it's a necessity. We'll join in on the offering. All eyes fall upon Lord Trystane as he falls to the ground in lamentation. Hands coating his reddened eyes from view, Lord Trystane's sorrowful gasps and chokes have left his followers mourners breathless, and many offer him comfort and reverence as if it were him who was to be committed to the hereafter. Eyes must fall only upon me, so we'll gain 100 piety. This is a prowess challenge. You gain 62 legitimacy, and we gain 100 piety. All eyes fall upon me. 90% chance of success. My wound has healed, but I'm still gangrene, aren't I? Let's take a look. Are we still gangrene? Yes, we are still gangrene. Before me, a feasting table stocked high with all manner of food and drink, as if Viserra were trying to offer a final act of magnanimity before parting. Lady Viserra has so far refused to lay a finger on this banquet, however, swilling her goblet around in idle solace. Her middle distance stare falls wearily upon me, and with a quiet nod, she raises her drink high to Viserra, truly one of the greats. Great indeed, and I will be greater still. To Viserra, I'll say. Yeah, to Viserra. Who is Viserra? That's my son's wife now. To Viserra. Or we could speak a quiet prayer, which will lose us a lot of stress. I think we're going to do that. Speak a quiet prayer. Now we're back to, stress level 0. We needed that stress lost. We are scarred. The body of my lost daughter has now been void of life for days, yet her eyes still hold life therein. The gaze of the divine, the gods holds the body with the ravages of rot and decay, as if keeping her in a dream between living and dead. The clamoring crowd have declared the body incorruptible, chosen to be ascended to be a venerated ancestor. A miracle before my eyes. I must act as the demon's advocate. I think a miracle before my eyes. Absolutely. We are mourning the loss of our daughter. The shadows of mourners no longer loom over me, and I am at last given a moment alone. What quiet comfort I could take in such a moment, without the rattling and prattling of other guests in my ears, just me and my thoughts of Viserra. It feels good. We lost another 27 stress. We're still gangrene. But we're doing good. That wasn't the end of the campaign. Going to war with the Iron Throne, we fought hard and bravely. Y'all don't realize how strong that dragon is. Of all the figures venerated and villainous, none have been desired more than our departed Viserra. With her crowd of weepers and gawkers finding other subjects to satisfy their fascination, I am at last left with a moment of solace between myself and my daughter. Allow myself a moment of grief. We're going to lose 20 more stress. Oh. Click play. We are at 52 stress currently. Maruzond, bless your soul, will unpin you. Lord Daeron, the one who murdered Viserra, you are unpinned now. The sorrowful line marches on, the line to have a last moment with Viserra, a last whisper, a last long goodbye, a last nothing, at the last place anyone will ever see her again. Truly a privilege it is to be here. The line brings me ever closer until at last the figure in front of me parts, and there is nothing but a veil between me and her. How old was she? 16 when she perished. She was way too young to be in that battle. That was my mistake. Make a speech promising to rule in her honor. Speak of her virtues. I'm going to speak of her virtues. I don't want to make this about me. Not with our daughter present. If it was another person's funeral, absolutely. We'd be lighting it up all about me, but not my daughter's. So one day, now there's going to be a ceremony. Excuse me. Now the time has come to commit Viserra's funeral rites before her final journey into the hereafter. Viserra lays wrapped in fine white fabrics atop a towering funeral pyre. The fire mage stands beside you with a torch, its light flickering in the wind. I look upon the lifeless body of my daughter and lament. No father should ever live to see his own children be so cruelly snuffed out. I lower the torch to the kindling to watch as the tower of wood is lit ablaze. All that's left now is to wait for Viserra to be returned to ashes. Beautiful. 125 legitimacy, 350 piety, and 81 stress loss. That is incredible. So we have we'll finish the funeral. Wow. Intense. So that is the beginning and the end of the war. The beginning and the end of the war. Lord Daemon, Viperion, was unfortunately slain in battle. Oh no. His daughter is sick with pneumonia. Lady Alora unfortunately perished as well. We're gonna unpin her. Viserra Belaerys, we're gonna have to host a funeral for her, so I'll keep her up there. Viserra unfortunately did pass. We're gonna finally unpin her. We have laid rest to her. Victorious, continue on. Fortunately, y'all didn't have kids. You are a drunkard now, though. We're all suffering. The Belaerys house is suffering 100%. We'll continue on a wee bit longer. So we have the Gargalans over here. Gargalans. Sarissa Illyrion is sick as well. And then we have Prince Emrys Martell, 7 years old. Guardian is Sir Gathon, the Blistering Spear, and Emerius Martell. Interesting. But I believe that will end the episode today. It's a bit of a shorter episode. I don't have a lot of time to record on this Thursday, so I had to end the episode a little early. I did not answer any of the comments as of yet, but after I'm done, posting this video and releasing it, editing it, the whole nine, I will answer those comments. But put down below how you think that war went. I think it went pretty good. You know, was it as what you were expecting? Did you think that the House of Belaerys is now over? I don't think so. So let me know in the comments what we should do next. I do not think we should go to war with the Iron Throne yet. We have killed 2 major kings of the Iron Throne, which is a huge step up for us. I think next we're probably going to continue along in Dorne. But in the future, if we grow our army, grow our power in Dorne, and then go to war with the Iron Throne, we could definitely take the Arbor. But maybe we'll have to do that once the Iron Throne is split apart and we have an opportunity. Because I did see that comment before I started. But thank you so much for watching this episode. Let me know down in the comments what you all think, how we should move on, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye for now.